Hi, Pastor Chris here. Just like to give you a little bit of update about stuff going around the church in relation to our COVID-19 pandemic. We're trying our best to serve you, to proclaim the good news of Jesus Christ, Him crucified. We do have some precautions I'd just like to show you about. First thing here, all the doors have these lovely signs that basically say that if you're sick, you shouldn't come in. And so we do intend to keep that. We also have a new fancy doorbell. And what that does, that enables us to speak to whomever is outside, and to, if it's someone we don't know or someone that is coughing up a storm or whatever, we're going to be tactfully but careful to make sure that we try to keep our building as clean and safe as possible. We do have some sign-up sheets for communion here. Okay, oops, there we go. And with a lot of spots to sign up for a small group communion. Please give me a call if you're sick or anything like that. Then I'm going to ask you to stay away. However, right now, the guideline is gatherings of less than 10. I will not be touching the communion wafer, but I'll ask you to take it from the tray yourself. I'm going to ask you to also take the cup yourself and that kind of stuff. So I think we're following the guidelines the best we can. Sandy Becker has volunteered to provide some masks. So if there's anyone from our congregation would like a custom sewn cloth mask, no, they're not the N95. No, they're not official, tested, prescribed, but they're washable, and they're better than nothing. And that way, if you should be a carrier, if you sneeze, it's not going to go all over everybody else, and that's generally the point. So just if you like one, or just let me know, give the church a call or call Sandy. If you'd like to be a support to Sandy, say thanks. I'm sure she'd appreciate that. We're having our junior youth by way of Zoom. They know about that already. Sunday morning Bible study by way of Zoom as well. At 9 o'clock, we did our first live stream this past Sunday, which worked out well, although I understand there was some cheering at the end by my family who were singing, and as well as some other folks there. The Melroys who were doing the videography. Sometimes you hear the good news, you want to cheer, but that's not that's okay. We're all living in strange times here. So just to give you a little sense about what's going on here with the pulpit here, you can see some light in the camera stand there. So for our Wednesday evening service that I will be recording probably tomorrow, maybe Wednesday morning, I have the camera there for close shot, as well as doing some of those hymns of comfort devotions. I was on a conference call today with area pastors at the invitation of Luke Poor of Kearney County Health Services, Dr. Craig, Dr. Aldhouse, Two Rivers Health Department, just a bunch of local leaders in the area of health and business leaders and religious leaders discussing there. So I am able to visit folks at Kearney County Health Services if they are close to death. Which is good. I mean, hopefully that won't be any of you anytime soon. Stay safe. But other kinds of visits I just cannot do. Also, I'm very concerned about not being a carrier myself. So I'm not going out to visit folks unless I'm specifically called and say, "Hey, Pastor, please come to visit." Then I will. We do have someone in hospice care that I've been going to see every day, almost every day, sometimes twice a day, and I'll continue those visits, of course. But if I do come to visit, I probably will be wearing personal protective gear, just because, once again, I don't want to be a carrier of something I'm not even know I'm a carrier, and transmit that to somebody else. So that's what's going on there. Next week, Sunday is Palm Sunday. We will have palms that will be distributed. And Good Friday, Monday, Thursday, Good Friday service, we're planning to stream. Easter Sunday, we are planning to stream. So please invite. We've got folks actually internationally that have tuned in, as well as at least 4 different states that we've seen this past time. So just people that I've come in contact with. So our reach is literally international during this time of pandemic, which is pretty gosh darn cool how God works. The most important thing I want to show you or remind you, that's right, it's the cross of Christ. It's in Him because of His death, His sacrifice, and I'll get my balding head out of the way there. That's what it's all about. He endured the cross. He endured the suffering, and so we also can endure whatever it is that we go through. We will get through this by God's grace. He leads us, He shapes us, He guides us, He molds us, and there might be bumps, there might be pain, there might be even a lot of sickness, a lot of death. But God is good, and as we get through this, we can rely on His grace and His mercy. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to either shoot me a Facebook message or a text or a phone call. That would be great. I'll even be willing to stand outside 6 feet from you and chat with you if you wanted. Those are all fine. But please let us love one another as Christ has first loved us. God's blessings and God's blessings.